There are two amazing banners that are happening in the month of October, and you guys will definitely want to know about them. These two banners will feature 6 stars that you are already familiar with, but better yet, these 6 stars are guaranteed. So hear me out, that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. Question of the week: what is the next archetype that I want to see with the first ever 6 star? This is a pretty straightforward answer for me. I want to see a 6-star Arts Defender. I love Asbestos, I love Churney, and I cannot wait to see a 6-star variant of this very branch. Most liked comment of this video will become the question I have to answer next week.
Okaeri, Doctor.
Okay, the first banner we're going to talk about is Joint Operation 9. This happens every single contingency contract season, although as many people have been saying, CC12 Basepoint will be the final season for CC. It's been rebranded in other ways, but this banner won't be going away unlike CC. Instead, it will happen every 3 months, and it's a very important special banner because every time the 4 6 stars are featured, these are the only 6 stars that you can get. And for this season, you won't be getting Pozionka, no Blaze, no Taunts. I mean, there's Taunts. It's just these following 4. Mr. Lee, Taunts, Irene, and Dorothy. So, when you get a 6 star while pulling on this banner, you have a 1 in 4 chance of getting them. So it's guaranteed, except you can't choose exactly which one that you want. This is a fantastic banner if you don't own a single one of these 4 6 stars. Because if you don't, then I highly suggest that you pull, since you can definitely get someone new. If you only have 1 6 star, like for example, you got yourself a Dorothy, you got yourself a Taunts, then there's still a good chance for you to pull because it's 3 in 4 for you to get a new person. But if you have 2 or 3 6 stars and you're trying to eye on that final one that you didn't get, maybe a little bit more risky. But if you are the kind that likes that gacha risk, then go ahead, pull on this banner because it's a fantastic one. And better yet, all of the 5 stars within this banner are also guaranteed as well. If you're wondering who are the 5 stars, by the way, every time there's a joint operation teaser image like this, look at the translucent silhouettes, the people behind the 6 stars. You can actually see the faces of them. There's Istina, there's Black Knight, and Drainer. I have no idea who this is. This is Flint. And then there's Quirkers along with Nightmare. Those are all the 5 stars and only 6 of them. So if you want other 5 stars, you won't be seeing them in this banner. And same idea with the 6 stars. If you don't own any of the 5 stars, then just pull. You'll definitely get someone new, and who knows if that person is someone you want to play with. Speaking of CC12, there is a new skin for you to get in the Contract Bounty store, and it's for Jean, for anyone who's loving the Estacia family bloodline. Now, since this is the final CC season, I do need to give a reminder. Be very wary of the way that you spend your contract bounties. If there's still a lot of rewards in the permanent store that you haven't bought yet, like for example the operators, there's some very good ones. There's Scene, I cannot remember everybody else that's in there. There's also skins that you can buy, there's furniture, and there's potential tokens. Potential tokens not as important, but everything else, those are quite limited and special to CC. So if you have so many that are not bought, prioritize the operators before any of the materials in the temporary store. The temporary store is something that you can earn out of the contingency contract season. You can just farm it in stories or event stages, so try to ignore them as far as possible and focus on the permanent store this time around. These rewards in the CC store, they are supposedly going to have a new way of purchasing them in the future, but at least in CN, by the way that they're updating, we'll not see any new methods for at least 6 months ahead. So that's why it's very important to focus on the operators first. Alright, next banner to talk about is the one on the right, and this is the pre-chapter 12 banner, which features the 6 stars from the other chapters, chapter 9, 10, and 11. So there's Select, Horn, and Stainless that you see, and these are the only 3 6 stars that you can get within the banner. No other 6 stars shall appear. I do think that it's a pretty decent banner, especially for someone like Horn and Stainless. Select a bit trickier because she doesn't do damage, and you don't need that many flag bearers. If you have a Myrtle and Elysium, already pretty damn good. Of course, Select has a very nice debuffing ability, or if not buffing ability, on her skill tree, but that might need you to have stronger operators in the first place. I've already made an operator showcase for Select and Horn, and by the way, just to mention as well, I'm making operator showcases for every single operator in J09. So people like Taunts, Lee, and Dorothy will get their own videos. Stainless will also get his own video. So look forward to that. Again, no 6 stars that you own over here. Try to just pull it so that you can obtain someone new. If not, if you have 1 6 star, okay, 66% odds of getting a new one. If you have 2 6 stars, try not to pull. There are 5 stars and 4 stars in this banner with a higher rate up. You can see their names here, Mulberry, Rock, and Paprika, along with Daughter, Roberta, and Chestnut. But these operators are not guaranteed like the previous JO9. Those have the 6 5 stars that are definitely the only ones you can get. This one, you have a 60% chance of getting one of the following. And that means it's 20% chance of getting them if you get a 5 star. Then the other rates are all the other possible 5 stars. So this is pretty much the highlight as to what you want to aim for if you are wanting to pull on this banner. It appears on the 10th of October, which is the 10th day of CC12. It's an overlap of the 2 banners. Not that often that we see something like that in Arknights EN, but we should get this in order to make sure that our schedule is nice and tight. Speaking of banners, I definitely have to talk about the standard banner that's ongoing right now, which features both Mountain and MUDROCK, some of the best lane holders you can ask for in the game. And better yet, MUDROCK is the operator you can buy with 180 yellow certificates. So if you don't have either of them, 50% chance to get them, 25% chance for either of them. Pretty good standard banner, but I only advise you to pull it if you don't have either of them. And then, the 5-star operator you can buy from the shop is Tsukinogi, which I don't think a lot of people care about all too much. Because it's a brand new month, there is definitely a brand new update for IS3, Mizuki and Karula Arbor. So the October update is that the special unit of the month, it's gonna be Spectre Outer. Very cool to play with if you don't own this limited operator. And the special rewards have been increased to level 125, with the highlight being a brand new furniture that you can use in your dormitory. To also note, IS3's ending 4th is arriving very soon. It should arrive somewhere within the middle of this month. So I don't think they're gonna put any teaser for now. We'll wait until then, and when that's out, I'll give you guys the information via my Arknights Weekly. Before I end the video, I just want to applaud Scale's work at observing something about the CC12 Basepoint trailer, and that is the PV that is used in EN is different from the PV that's used in CN. So quite a few players have noticed this. Scale isn't the first one, but Scale's the one that bothered to make a video about it. So he did a side-by-side comparison of CN, EN, KR, and Japan, and apparently every single video is different because they showed the best clears of that specific contingency contract according to the server, which I think is absolutely cool. So if you guys want to go and watch it, go and hit into this video right afterwards. And at the same time, make sure to enjoy CC12 to the fullest as we bid farewell to it. This is a beautiful artwork that's done by Rihi Ewokakune, I think I'm pronouncing it right. And he basically did a beautiful drawing that compiles every single special enemy of the 12 seasons. He's explained it, but it's in Japanese, so you might not be able to understand. But look at it slowly one by one, and you can probably identify familiar people on this screen. So take care everyone, hope you'll be enjoying yourselves. See y'all in my future videos and live streams, and remember to subscribe. Take care, bye bye.